It was the thrill of the high seas that led me here. The gentle rock of the ship my refuge. The creaking song of its planks my lullaby. The feel of rough wood my... A splinter breaks off and brings me back to reality. The deep blue meets my gaze. I close my eyes and breathe in the salty air of a soft sea breeze. Behind me, menials and crew alike bustle around in a chorus of laughs and shouts. This is where I belong. We go by many names: adventurers, knaves, merchants, or, to my disgust, pirates. I spit in revulsion at such degenerate thinking. Pirate. What an insult. Pirates are dirty, amoral criminals who live for the kill and thievery. Such uncouth men don't join my crew. We deliberate, not assassinate. "Captain," comes a voice from behind. "The ship is almost within primary cannon range. Orders?" I draw my telescope from my pocket and target the ship within its sights. It rocks, nearly unmoving in the calm waters. "Tell Gunnery Williams to ready a warning shot to the starboard side. Hold until my word." "Aye, Captain." We are negotiators and traders above all else. But, I think while pocketing my scope, a man has to eat too. "Gunnery Williams," I command. "Fire!" Boom goes the front cannon with a subsequent tremor. I watch the black speck rocket towards the ship, skimming along their side, but not making a direct hit. "Excellent shot, Williams." We have chased this ship for nearly 2 days. They fly a flag unknown to me, but their ship looks standard issue among the English Navy. Sturdy she was, they had no chance against our Spanish galleon. I walk towards the prow and watch. Even with unaided sight, I see movement aboard. Cargo is being tossed. "Henry," I turn to my first mate, a loyal member of my crew since I began. "Do you see what I see?" "Aye, they've been doing that since yesterday." "Anything useful being tossed?" "Bodies. All long dead by the looks of them. Any ideas why, Captain?" "We'll find out soon enough. Tell the rowers to make haste. We board within the hour." He nods and scurries below deck. My men filed behind me, their muskets in hand and sabers clinking at their waists as they bounced across the boarding planks. The deck was a show of atrophy of which I had not seen in many years. Desiccated and rotting corpses littered the area. Many, however, twitched with life still. This is not the high adventure I had in mind. Among the cadavers, one man rises to his feet using a rusted musket as a makeshift staff. "Where's the captain?" I asked. He spat on the deck, a mix of blood and phlegm. "I don't talk to pirates," he forces his words through gritted teeth. Even now I see his strength failing. My first mate, much more aggressive than I, rose his pistol with a click of mechanical parts, ready to fire between the man's eyes. "No, but maybe you'll talk to this," he says with an air of cockiness. I could see the man was trembling. Despite being disease-ridden and starving, he possessed at least a simulacre of courage. I respected that. "Enough," came a weak voice. "I am the captain. Come. We will talk in here." Then disappears inside the cabin. Henry lowers his gun and we zigzag to the cabin. The man behind us collapses with a hollow thud and a crack of rotted wood. Inside the enclosed space, putrefaction was thick and miasmic. It didn't take long to see why. The captain was covered in oozing sores that racked his emaciated body. Even through the rags he wore, his ribs were visible. "You wish to speak with me? Well, here I am. Speak, vagrant. I haven't much time left, it seems." He splayed his thin arms out in a welcoming gesture. Unarmed, unafraid. While the other was courageous, the captain, to my surprise, was smart. Vagrant, I think. Now that's a new one. "What happened here, I say?" He half laughed, half coughed. Not of humor, no. Something else drove his madness. "The curse, pirates. Aye, the weeks have been unkind since." He trailed, letting his eyes drift across the room to a glass bottle with a roll of parchment inside. "Since that. Curse." Now it was my turn to laugh. "Why are you sailors so superstitious? Stop this foolishness. Don't mask your incompetence behind such idiocy. Our food is worm-infested. Water, a cesspool of scum and disease. The wind no longer feels our sails." He whispers now, seeming to talk through me. It sounds to me like you're a little ill-prepared as a captain. This garners snickers and whispers from behind me. We are nothing if not well stocked and wise with our ship. I continued. We came looking for a barter, but you have nothing left to offer, it seems. Take it, the captain whispered, his strength failing. Take the map. We spent the last of our gold for it. A crone from a market whose name I can't remember. Untold treasures await those brave enough to seek it. He pointed a trembling hand at the bottle. I took it, popped the cork, and slid the map out. Gold was preferable to paper and wishful thinking, rum to stagnant water. Even more menials to man the oars would have been better than this. Upon closer inspection, there was an island marked off the east coast of Africa. My stomach uplifted with the chance of adventure. I've heard rumors of such a place, a spot of land with golden relics of a far-gone age. If all else fails, I reason, there's a port just a week's journey from there. It's all I have left. All that's left. You will find your gold there. His voice was fading. How poetic. Beware the curse. Beware. Beware. His decrepit form slumps. Curse. What nonsense. Here. I hand the now corked bottle to Henry. And the ship, sir? It's rotted and poorly maintained. Scupper it. A crewman sneezes in the back. And the curse? He continues with a smirk. The captain always sinks with his ship, I say. No amount of superstition would justify such complacent disregard like this. Curse. I spit on the deck and look off in the southern horizon. A favorable wind stirs the sails. The bright blaze of fire and ash fill the sky with heavy smoke. What a waste for such a formal beauty of a ship to be reduced to rotten ruin. My first mate approaches, gripping his hat against the coming gale. Are you sure about this? As a rule, I always have a trusted member who can question me and help me plan. There is, however, a fine line between second-guessing and the beginnings of mutiny. Have you heard the rumors, Henry, of this Mirage Island? Aye, sir, but this seems to be too fortuitous to be real. The unreal state of their crew, it seems as though they've been sailing for months with no respite. Which is why we go. I know those waters better than anyone. If an island exists unplundered, then we will find it first. The first mate hesitated in responding. Unease was obvious on his face. It'll be like every time before, Henry. Don't you trust me? I flashed him a smile. Aye, Captain. He smiled back and clapped my shoulder. The ship lurched forward with another gust as the sails filled. With the ship behind us burning into the ocean, I opened the map and squinted my eyes into the horizon. Navigator, I yelled into the wind. Chart a course for the south. We have a map to explore.